fire.
What's good, everybody? What's up with y'all tonight, man? We in here with a late night one tonight, man. What's good with y'all, yo? Shout out the whole nation out there, man. I appreciate y'all, man. GFTV has been very, very, very busy the past couple of days, man. All right, actually very, very busy today, but I still decided to come in and drop this live tonight, man, since I'm already on the go, man. What's good with y'all, man? Shout out to the whole team, everybody that's out there, man. Hit that like button tonight. Man, I apologize for everybody that's coming up in here, man. I appreciate y'all, yo. I don't know what's going on with my technical difficulties, man, as I've been busting my ass, no diddy, okay? Trying to find this glitch or this trace in my system, man. And it looks like, man, I'm gonna have to do a whole lot of resetting, man, because they have been definitely fucking with me. But appreciate everybody that's coming up in here. They fucking with my camera systems, man. Nah, I mean, I wanted to come on live tonight, but we still gonna break it down. Shout out the whole nation, everybody that's coming up in here. Shout out Coco, man. What's good with you, yo? As I come in with a strategic live tonight, man. Appreciate the whole Fire Flame Nation and everybody that's out there, man, because it has been a whole lot going on surrounding this situation with Ryan Hinton and these three suspects. All right. Now, a lot of people have no idea about these suspects. Shout out everybody up in here. I appreciate y'all. What's good, D Money? Appreciate the whole nation, man. As I come in tonight with a strategic live, man, drop a one in the chat if y'all can hear the audio. nice and clear. Drop a one in the chat, man, if y'all can hear that audio nice and clear, man. Shout out everybody up in here, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for y'all patience, man. I would definitely put a fix to this and make it up to everyone. I can guarantee that. But with that being said, man, it has been a lot going on with this situation in Cincinnati, with this situation with the police department, with this situation with the Hinton family, with the situation with the Henderson family, and the situation that's going on out there in Cincinnati, Ohio at 2500 Warsaw Avenue. Hit the like button, y'all, because we going on the ground tonight. Shout out everybody up in here. What's good with you? All right. All right. Good to see you. Glad you up in here, Letitia. Well, my bad. Tawan. But there's definitely a lot going on out there at 2500 Warsaw Avenue, y'all, because y'all know that these are, you know what I mean, luxury condominiums. Hit the like button. All right. These are luxury condominiums where, all right, these teens' car was parked in the back. Okay. In the back now, they were. Shout out everybody up in here, man. I appreciate y'all. All right. They were luxury apartments. Luxury apartments. All right. And we all know the little incident took place right on back here somewhere. Well, let me explain something to everyone out there, man. All right. These apartments, like I said, they're just not any kind of apartments, y'all. They're not just any kind of apartments. These are high profile, state of the art. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. We coming in tonight. What's good, Riddler? Shout out to everybody up in here. I'm gonna do my best to keep my eyes on the chat and vibe with y'all tonight, man. Know what I mean? Sound nice and clear. I'm doing my best, man. Know what I mean? We've been having a little bit of setbacks, but ain't nothing that we can't get back. We've been having a little bit of setbacks, but it ain't nothing we can't get back. All right. Shout out everybody up in here because these high profile luxury condominiums now, high profile luxury condominiums that cost a good penny to rent, that cost a good penny to buy. All right. We're talking about condominiums that's over 100 and something $1,000, y'all. All right. With state of the art interior, indoor and outdoor, allegedly. So we know when there is state of the art interior and you're staying at a luxury complex condominium. All right. Like I said, ain't nobody stupid. We ain't deaf. We ain't dumb. And what the motherfucking protocol over here, y'all. We damn sure ain't blind. Never have, never will. What? And never will be. So with that being said, like I said, man, I don't know who they think they playing with. Because for some odd, strange reason, y'all, like I said, this body cam footage is the most blurriest body cam footage I ever seen in my life. I never seen a body cam footage where as though you couldn't actually identify the suspect. Hit the like button, drop y'all fire NTVs in the chat. Ain't that's what body cam footage is for? Shout out everybody up in here. I appreciate y'all. All right? Because ain't nothing wrong with me. Something wrong with you motherfuckers. Something wrong with you motherfuckers. You allow these people respectfully to piss all on your back, to piss all on your face. All right? And I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. I mean it in a way because folks let people tell them anything. Folks allow people to tell them anything, man, and people just believe it. Like I said, what is body cam footage for, y'all? Body cam footage is for what? For what? Surveillance purposes, right? To identify criminal activity, criminal suspects, criminal mischief, right? Right? And corrupt, right? Police officers and everything that come with it. This is what body cams are for, right? To get a clearer picture of the whole situation. But for some goddamn reason, yo, we can't seem to get a goddamn clear picture of the situation, even if we try to. Even if we try to. Why can we see the hubcaps on that police vehicle, but we can't even see the goddamn face on the suspect? Hit the like button. You see, we're going to make real life matters, make real life sense. Let me say this again. How can we actually see? That's right, I just said it. How can we actually see that hubcap that's on that police cruiser to your right? We can see that gray hubcap clear as day, right? So when it comes to this suspect, and he's closer than that gray hubcap, right? But we can clearly make that gray hubcap out, right? But we can't even make the suspect face out. This suspect is supposed to be Ryan Hinton, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And let me tell you something. This footage here is bogus. And I'm going to explain it and we're going to break it down in so many ways because, like I said, all right, they talk too much. They never shut up. All right. When they come in with these alleged false flag narrators and these false flag stories, all right, instead of them just dropping it, all right, and just letting the public think they want to think, no, you see what I'm saying? They want to put a lie on top of 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 a lie. And we know when we have that many lies, all right, you can't keep up. You have to continuously lie. You tell so many lies, you forget about the lie that you already motherfucking told. Ain't that right, y'all? Absolute. Ain't that right, y'all? And the lies that they have told, man, all right, not one time, not two times, not three times, all right, but for the past 9 to 10 days, I believe it's been nothing but lies. Now, peep the game, all right, as we see this suspect here. Now, like I said, man, we going on the ground today because what I find very odd and very strange, Vernon Jackson, you right on point. They pasted that body in that photo. Look at the edges. Exactly. 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 All right. Shout out Vernon Jackson. Obviously, I mean, shout out to him. This is someone who knows about AI manipulation. All right. Know about frame by frame pixelations. All right. Similar to what we do over here. All right. And we can clearly see, just like Vernon said, that they pasted that body in that photo. Do you understand what Vernon is actually saying? I don't think y'all do. And like I said, man, some people ain't ready for the fucking truth. The truth is stranger than fiction. All right? Because if I was to tell y'all that it's actually Shout out to everybody that's up in this chat, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Before we even get deeper into the situation, no Diddy, man, we gotta do our due diligence, bro. All right, because they definitely be trying to come after the channel. They definitely coming after us. And the only thing that we doing is just speaking the peace and speaking the truth. Only thing we doing, we ain't going in the safe. We ain't going in nobody hard drives. We ain't getting no files. We ain't stealing shit, showing no illegal content or nothing. This is content that has already been brought to us by the mainstream media. The only thing that we're doing is breaking down and dismantling the bullshit. That's it and that's all. So with that being said, man, disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only. Copyright disclaimer under section 107, of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All right. So with that being said, man, all right, you know what it is, you know what it ain't. But y'all know what's flammable. So with that being said, let's continue. Let's continue because let's re-highlight that up there, man. Shout out the whole nation, everybody that's coming up in here. All right, you can't see a goddamn thing clearly at all. Can't see nothing clearly, and they did it on purpose. Not only that, y'all, it's something that I want to show you guys. All right. All right, now we have 28 people up in here. It should be no reason why we don't have 28 likes. Now I know a lot of people is watching on the TV, it's late night and things like that. Now I mean, so if y'all had this necessity with your remote control to your TV, hit the like button, man. If y'all got the device right next to y'all, man, I would really appreciate it, man, as we try to get back in this algorithm. Because like I said, man, they think we deaf, dumb, and blind, and we far from deaf, far from dumb. I mean, far from dumb, and we ain't never been blind. All right. Tate says no shadow either. Exactly. All right. What's up, Myron? Sick with them dogs. Peace and blessings to you too, man. Shout out to everybody that's coming up in here. Because like I said, man, all right, if I told a lot of people that it's a possibility that this image, this body, this alleged, all right, individual that has been identified as Ryan Hinton, if I was to tell everyone that there is nobody actually here, just like Vernon Jackson said, my apologies again, y'all. Now, check it out. All right, we have never ever in our life, all right, seen body cam footage where's the dumpsters is fucking clear as hell. You can see the dumpsters, you can see the hood caps, all this shit, right? But you can't even see the face on the actual suspect. Now, a lot of people have no idea, right? Okay, let's talk this for 1 second before we get back to this video. All right, shout out everybody up in here, man. Appreciate the whole Fire Flame Nation, everybody that's coming up in here tonight. Because don't y'all know, 3 of these suspects allegedly was apprehended, right? On that same day, right? Don't you know one of them suspects, Sincere. That's right. Sincere. I believe this is the one that we see in the middle here. All right? Sincere never went into custody. Not only Sincere never actually went into custody at all, as we see him come in the courtroom with his regular clothes on, right? All right? He never even got arrested. Not only that, all right? Peep the game, y'all, on this whole situation now. Where is the body cam footage from these arrests? Why haven't they showed us the body cam footage from the arrest of these 3 individuals? Not 1, not 2, but all 3. Where is the rest of the body cams for these 3 individuals so we can actually try to put together and piece together all the events that occurred on that fateful day? You see what I'm saying? So if we have other body cam angles that can show the other officers chasing them down, all right, in the pursuit of all this nonsense that was allegedly taking place, there may be some things that start adding up. But it's the reason why we don't see no body cam footage, all right, from these other 3 suspects that was apprehended and that was allegedly arrested. You know why? You know why? Because there was none. That's what I'm thinking. They showing body cam footage for everything else, but they ain't showing no body cam footage for this situation. Now, something that I want to run. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation up in here, man. As I warm my algorithm up, man. They don't know nothing about algorithm resetting. Nah, I mean, but shh, let me be quiet. All right, because a lot of people better start resetting their algorithm. But with that being said, man, let me see something here. Something I want to show here. I think this might be it.
Facing even more charges tonight after that stolen car investigation taking a deadly turn in East Price Hill.
So 18-year-old Ryan Hiton was shot and killed by police the next day. Hinton's father is accused of killing Deputy Larry Henderson. WLWT News 5's Rachel Hersheimer spent the night looking into the criminal history of these 3 stolen car suspects. Hi there, Rachel.
Hey, Mike and Cherie. So all 3 of these men are facing several charges, including theft and receiving stolen property. Now, according to court documents, 2 of the suspects faced charges as minors in juvenile court. And one of the suspects who was indicted today is facing charges in relation to a shooting that happened in October. The case began with the Kia reported stolen from Kentucky on May 1st. Investigators say 4 men ran from the vehicle as officers arrived. Police say they saw a gun leading to an officer shooting and killing 18-year-old Ryan Hinton. The 3 men accused of running face a series of charges. They're 19-year-old D'Anthony Bullocks, 18-year-old Sincere Grigsby, and 18-year-old Jarrell Austin. Hamilton County juvenile court records obtained by WLWT show Bullock's past charges include car theft and attempted car theft when he was 15 and 17. During Grigsby's arraignment, the prosecutor said less than a year ago, Grigsby was charged with being in a car with someone who was shooting at another vehicle with children, hitting one.
You hear that? You see that? They said that he was in, he hit the like button now, all right? They said that he already has a history in possession of a firearm and discharging a firearm at a vehicle with a child in it, allegedly, right? So let's go.
Man.
We have him less than a year later engaging.
As y'all see, all right, what type of attire, what type of gear is he wearing into the courtroom? Hit the like button. What type of gear? All right, do it look like he's in custody? Do it look like he's locked up? Do it look like he's been in jail all this time? No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. And why did it take so long for him to get arraigned for this charge? Hit the like button, y'all. Strategic drop. All right? They just got arraigned for these charges. When was it? When they saying yesterday, allegedly? Shout out everybody up in here. Am I right or am I wrong? Or am I deaf, dumb, and blind? Or just something just not sitting right with this whole situation? As we hear his lawyer claiming that the $25,000 bond I apologize again, yo. Like I said, man, they're saying that he already discharged a firearm, in possession of a firearm. He got history of it, shooting in the occupied dwelling in a vehicle with children all in it. And the lawyer talking about $25,000 is too fucking much. If you ask me, it ain't enough for allegedly his history and what he just got charged for leading up to everything that's going on with this whole situation, right? But the thing is, why did they try to choose to hide these individuals for so long? All right? Are they saying that he was in custody? That's the thing. They're not mentioning that at all. And like I said, I'm hearing that he wasn't in custody because when you see him come in the courtroom, he's obviously in street clothes. You know? Hit the like button. No handcuffs like Rodney Hinton. When Rodney Hinton came in there, he was in handcuffs. Right? When the other two suspects, when they came in there, Jarrell Austin and the Anthony Bullocks, they were in custody. They were handcuffed. They were handcuffed. But this kid, he's not handcuffed at all, which I find very odd and very strange. And not to mention, y'all, like I said, they said that they captured all four of these men. They apprehended all four of these men on the same goddamn day, right? Ain't that right? So why did they choose to wait to show their court proceedings in a arraignment? That street gear. Yes, sir. That street gear. All the way. He ain't locked up. He ain't in custody. All right. And I'm going to be honest. Why is the lawyer asking for a bond and a bail? Why is the lawyer saying $25,000 is too goddamn much, y'all? All right. Check it out. Why is the judge saying that? I mean, why is the he ain't even in custody, y'all? Why the lawyer talking about $25,000 is too goddamn much? How is it too goddamn much when he ain't even in custody at all? He's not in custody. So why is the lawyer making it a big deal about him getting out on a $25,000 bond, y'all, if he ain't in custody? Make it make sense. Did he already make bond? Did he already make bond or something? Because why is the lawyer going to bat for his client on this stolen property charge if he's not arrested? He's not locked up.
A year ago, Grigsby was charged with being in a car with someone who was shooting at another vehicle with children, hitting one man.
We have him less than a year later engaging in substantially similar behavior.
Grigsby also has history in the juvenile court system, accused of stealing and damaging vehicles at 16. The prosecutor said
right?
he was still on probation when the stolen Kia
See that, right?
incident happened May 1st.
All right. How is this? Make it make sense. Well, he came out the county jail in a whole bomber jacket, right? Would they let you wear your regular clothes when you go to court in Cincinnati, y'all? When you get ready to go to court, would they let you put on the clothes that's in your property or some shit? Oh, let me guess. He had on this bright ass yellow jacket when they chased him down. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. Which one is it? Did he have on this bright ass yellow jacket when they chased him down? Because did y'all notice when they brought the other suspects in? All right, one suspect. All right, Jarrell Austin, his shirt and all that shit was dirty, like he always in the field, all in the grass and everything, right? Hit the like button. Strategic drop. Ain't that right? So was this kid running with this bright ass jacket on? And if he was running with this bright ass jacket on, right? Why we don't see no footage? Why we don't see no body cam footage? Why we don't see no footage from the police cruisers? Police cruisers in Cincinnati have cameras in them, right? Right? Strategic drop. Let's find out. Let's find out. Okay? All right? You see, this is how you got to play their game. See this, right? Hit the like button. Strategic drop. One of the best to do this. Let me show y'all this. See that, right? That's in Cincinnati, bro. See the type of cameras that's on their cars? You see this shit, right? You see this shit, right? Hit the like button. Strategic drop. All right, they had these in Cincinnati as well. And like I said, they also have dash cams. Ain't that right? Check it out. Strategic drop. Hit the like button. Yes, Cincinnati police cars have body cameras. They are also upgrading the new dash camera equipment. What I just show y'all. Hit the like button. What I just show y'all, every city in America is about to upgrade to. I'm one of the best. All right? Every city in America. Okay? Shout out the whole nation. So, how many cruisers did we have out there that day? Not to mention, y'all do notice when all them guys jumped out of the car, you notice all the doors was closed, right? Hit the like button, strategic drop. We just starting. Let me say this again. When all these cruisers allegedly rolled up on this stolen Kia, and they claim all four boys jumped out and ran while all four of the doors was closed. Hit the like button. I ain't never see four niggas jump out of something stolen with guns running from the police and they close all four of the fucking doors. Hit the like button. All doors gonna be left open, nigga. What you talking about? Right? Shout out Smitty. TT baby, what's good? What's up, Kamira? Ain't that right, y'all? Like I said, we only dismantling what they put on the mantle, like a fucking statue. So we gonna dismantle it off of the mantle, right? Yep. Yes, we are. Now, it's something else I want to show everyone. All right. if you look at this situation here, y'all, hit the like button. Shout out everybody up in here, man. Let's continue to work hard. Do y'all see that black tarp on your screen on the other side of the gate? Now they're claiming, the police chief at that said that Ryan Hinton's body was on the other side of this gate, y'all. And this is where his body, all right, hit the ground at, and the medical staff and personnel was trying to give him medical attention until, all right, the fire department came, which didn't make no sense at all. Exactly how I said it is exactly how she said it. All right, and we're going to play it. All right, but I have a problem with this here because we know that Ryan Hinton never made it past this goddamn gate. Ryan Hinton never made it past the gate. Y'all see the gate up there, right? Hit the like button. Y'all see the gate right up there on y'all left side of the screen, right? Hit the like button. Shout out the whole nation. Everybody that's out here. Like I said, man, if you don't notice, you can tell that this footage was tampered with. You can tell that this footage was altered. For the simple fact, if you look at certain places on the screen and in this still shot, you can see that they took pixels out of certain areas of the image to make it look blurry. You can't tell? You can't tell? Because I know I can. And we're talking about body cam, state-of-the-art technology. All right, we know these cities spend massive amounts of tax dollars getting the best goddamn equipment, right? The best technology that money can buy. Ain't that right? Yes, that is. All right, but why, when it comes to something so goddamn vital and something so important, we cannot seem to see a goddamn thing? All right, and like I said, y'all, we're talking about, shout out the whole nation. Everybody hit the like button. We're talking about state. Hold on. State of the art condominiums. Now, what I find very odd and very strange about this here, y'all, I was on Google Maps. Like I said, this is a strategic breakdown as we get into all of this. Because like I said, a lot of it that they're saying ain't making sense. But all we got to do, all right, is make sense of it. And this is all that we have been doing. All right. Can we get the likes up, please? Respectfully. Can we get the likes up, please? Stomp on that like button. Late night live tonight. As we see, for some odd reason, y'all, peep the game, right? This Google Maps has allegedly been altered too. All right, and I know y'all like, what are you talking about? Because can't you see how clear the clarity and everything is here, right? Okay, but when I start going up in this property, y'all, all right, and I never seen this happen on Google Maps a day in my goddamn life. When I start going up on the property, all right, everything gets dark, everything gets tinted loose. Peep the game. Look how the contrast change. All right, look how the contrast change. All right, peep the game now. All right, as these Google images is saying 2025, right? Right, you see it on the screen. But as we get toward the back here, all right, like I said, it's very blurry. It's very, very dense. All right, you can barely see around the property. Not to mention in certain frames, y'all, like I said, they have the upgraded 2025 version of Google Maps going through this neighborhood in this complex. So why on certain frames it changes to 2019, 2018? Why? As we see right now, and it says 2019 up there, right? Peep the game now. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. Like I said, Google Maps already been up and down through here. All right, I can show y'all where it says 2025. You see that, right? Google 2025, right? So if it's already upgraded to this year, why peep the game in certain shots when you're going through this complex, it switches back all the way to 6 years. Okay? Let me explain something to y'all. Let me explain something why it's switching back. 6 years. Shout out AJ Matthews, man. All right? They say there's cameras out here at this complex, y'all. They said there's cameras out here at this complex. And for some odd reason, Google Images is blocking the cameras. Now, like I said, man, these are state-of-the-art condominiums. You see the price tag on them motherfuckers? Huh? You think ain't no cameras around there? Hit the like button. Let me say it again. This is state-of-the-art condominiums, man. All right? You see the tag? We're talking about 6 figures. Right? Right? Exactly. So you mean to tell me ain't no cameras around here? At this condominium complex. Make it make sense. I know regular apartment complex that got cameras. O Block got cameras. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. It's cameras everywhere now. We ain't trying to hear that. This ain't fucking 10 years ago. Like I said, the most violent places have cameras and the most upscale places have cameras. Like I said, O Block and some of the dangerous projects in America have cameras. So you're not going to tell me that there's no cameras outside of this condominium in the year of 2025, yo. All right, paying a healthy price tag like this. All right, something is up. We want to see the footage from the condominiums. Why they hiding the footage from the condominiums? Right? And pay attention. When it's time to go all the way back in the back, Google Maps won't let you go back there, y'all. It won't let you go back there where the dumpsters is at. It won't let you go back there where the dumpsters is at. And like I said, man, I'm hearing over the last week that this was altered. And like I said, It's proof it's been altered because we see Google Images 2025, right? So how is they showing Google Images on this map from 2019 if it already been upgraded to 2025 already, yo? All right? Because there's a reason for that. There's a reason for this suspicious activity. All right? And it's a reason why we're getting these dark and dense shots as we see Google Map 2019, right? Right. Right. Before you get into the property, it's crystal clear, y'all. Crystal clear on Google Maps. Look at this shit. Crystal clear, right? So you got to ask yourself, what made 3 teenagers, not to mention strategic drop,
When the stolen Kia
teenager with experience in car theft, he ain't new to this. He true to this, right? Allegedly. All right, they all got experience in auto theft, right? They all got experience in auto theft. So why would they go to an area, all right, an upscale area in the back of an apartment complex that they're not familiar with the area, they're not familiar with the people or anything like that, and take that risk of going to sleep in the back of this parking lot, man. All right? I just don't see it happening at all. It's a lot here that I don't see happening at all. As all they have been doing is hitting us with falsified bullshit. See this here? All right, let's go.
Twist to this story. Police say that the man who hit and killed that deputy this afternoon in Coreyville is the father of the man shot and killed yesterday by Cincinnati police. Now, whether the man in the car targeted that officer or this was just an unbelievable, bizarre coincidence, that is really yet to be known. That Cincinnati police officer who killed a man yesterday in East Price Hill says that he thought that his life was in danger when he shot the suspect, and we now know the identity of the man who died yesterday. He was Ryan Hiton, just 18 years old. He was one of 4 men suspected in a car theft earlier yesterday morning. Police shot and killed him when they say that he pointed a gun at an officer. Our David Winter has been following this story since the shots were fired yesterday. He joins us now in studio with a look at the
Strategic breakdown, y'all. Hit that like button, y'all.
video from the body cam worn by the officer who shot at that suspect. David.
Yeah, Kyle, first I want to tell you that it contains graphic video, so please use discretion in watching this story. It's a lot for younger eyes to see. Now, that said, it's video from the camera of the officer who is running, and it's not overly clear. This, again, is all related to that officer-involved shooting from yesterday. We now know that an Edgewood, Kentucky man reported his Kia SUV, that one right there, stolen early yesterday morning. Police tracked the...
And they lied about that. It was actually... okay, late payments from a dealership. All right, they said that it was stolen. Peep the game. They never said how this car was stolen. They never said how these suspects retrieved this car. You know that, right? They actually never said how these suspects retrieved this car at all. They never broke down, okay, the events of that situation. They just said, okay, a fucking Kia was stolen out of Kentucky. And come to find out, okay, it was some payments that was late from a dealership. And the dealership had reported it stolen. Okay, shout out Cyrus, man. What's good with you, bud? Let's continue, y'all.
Car's GPS to the Westview condos in East Price Hill. Now, we obtained exclusive video from a resident in the complex.
From a resident in the complex. You can tell it's the same camera being used that was being used with the footage of Ryan Hinton. Look how it go in and look how it go out. Hit the like button. Look how it starts blurring. This is supposed to be footage from someone that's living at the condo complex, y'all. And look already how you see that, right? You see when they roll up on the car, it's already glitching out, right? Right? Remind you of the actual body cam footage, right? Peep the game now.
The car's GPS to the Westview condos in East Price Hill. Now, we obtained exclusive video from a resident in the complex. It shows men sleeping in that stolen car right there.
Do y'all see anybody sleeping in this car? Hit the like button. Like I said, I ain't deaf, I ain't dumb, and I damn sure ain't blind. And everybody in Cincinnati need to wake the fuck up. Do y'all see anybody sleeping in this motherfucking car that's on this screen? Do y'all see anybody in this car? Can y'all identify anybody in this goddamn car? It don't look like nobody in the car. There's nobody in this car, yo. What are they talking about? There's nobody sleeping in this fucking car. There's no 4 kids in this car. There's nobody in this car, y'all. Look. Look. There's nobody in the fucking car. What are they talking about? Look at this shit. And look how I start blurring up and shit. Look. Nobody in the goddamn car. They said, as you can see, 4 people sleeping. We can't see a goddamn thing. Hit the like button. Yeah, I know it's late. Early in some places. But we here. They have been telling us that it was 4 teenagers sleeping in this car. You even hear the news try to convince us and make us see something that's not there. Just like they try to make us see that this boy was pointing a gun and it wasn't no fucking gun. Can anybody identify anybody in this car? Let's hear what they say one more time. Listen to the news anchor. Listen.
in East Price Hill. Now, we obtained exclusive video from a resident in the complex. It shows men sleeping in that stolen car right there, and that was at about 9.
It shows men sleeping in that car right there. What men? What fucking men are you talking about? Ain't no goddamn men in that car. Ain't no men in that goddamn car. Ain't nobody in that car. They're lying. Like I said, as I strategically continue to break this shit down and warm my algorithm up. Like I said, can we get some footage of these suspects pulling in to this complex? Like I said, it's cameras out there. I got fire on the ground. I have it in a few, if I ain't already got it. All right? It's cameras out there at this condominium. Can we get some footage of these men pulling up in this Kia? What makes it so odd and strange, this is a apartment condominium, y'all. All right? All of a sudden, when he go back there, they the only car back there. You see this, right? They the only goddamn car. You see this, right? Hit the like button. We gonna make it make sense. No other cars is back there early in the morning, right? Right? No other cars are back there. So what about everybody who got up and went to work that morning? What about the rest of the people? Where the rest of the people that live in the complex? Where are their cars? Because I can show y'all plenty of overhead views of this parking lot always lit. All right? It's always cars in this parking lot, y'all. All right? Even in the back area. All right? This is a very high scale, wealthy neighborhood, bro. All right? This ain't just no any type of neighborhood here. Let me show y'all. All right? This is a high scale neighborhood, bro. Very wealthy people live in this area. All right? Very wealthy folks. Not a place for kids to be sleeping in the back in a stolen car. But it is a place where kids will get stolen cars from, but they're not going to stick around. They're not going to stick around. They might get a stolen car from them type of areas and bring it back where they need to bring it back to, but they ain't going to sit around. And that's a fact. And we see from the gate that there's nobody sleeping in this goddamn car whatsoever. But let's continue. Watch this. We ain't done.
And that was at about 9 a.m. A half hour later, police arrived at the scene in the
See
next
this,
6
right?
seconds.
In the next 6 seconds, right? They never identify who the hell this cop is. Right here. They never even identified this cop, who the camera footage is coming from.
Lives would change. Police say the 4 men jumped from the stolen car and ran when they were told to stop. Now, one of those men, Ryan Hiton, was shot by police. This is the gun that he had recovered at the scene, that police recovered at the scene. He also had 2 full magazines and a round in the chamber. Now to the video. First, we're going to show you the body cam video that was worn by that, a round in the chamber. Now to the video. First, we are going to show you the body cam video that was worn by that officer who shot and killed Hiton. That will be followed by Chief Thege's answer when I asked whether the suspect pointed his gun at the officer, and then I'm going to help clarify what the chief said.
Yo.
What if recording...
Look how fucked up this image is, bro. Like I said, the body cam footage looked just like the footage from the alleged resident that pulled in the back, talking about they were sleeping in the car. It looks the same exact way. That's how it starts off. Look, all blurry, then clear up, all blurry. You see what I'm saying? The same exact way. The same exact, all right, visual. You go.
The officer is running, so the body camera is kind of jolting as the officer's running. What that leaves us with is a very blurred image.
What that leaves us with is very blurred image. Bullshit. Bullshit. We could pull up body cam footage right now of officers chasing a motherfucker down, and it's clear as day. It's clear as day. The camera might be moving all over the place, but the pixels ain't going nowhere. Right? Shout out everybody up in here, man. I appreciate y'all. All right? KC Masterpiece say car thieves were sleeping and then Courtly shut the car doors before taking off running from the police. Right. Right. Don't make no sense. Never made no sense. Everybody know they lying. This bird face bitch know she lying. And everybody behind her ass and in front of her and on the side of her lying too.
Unfortunately. However, based on the officer's interviews, the officer who did discharge his firearm said that when the individual came out between the dumpsters, he had the firearm in front of him. He was in like a bladed position and it was pointed at the officer. And he felt threatened for his life, and that's why he discharged his firearm.
The chief said the suspect was in a bladed position. It's an important distinction, and here's what that terminology means. Let's pretend you're the officer and I'm the suspect. I come running through these dumpsters. When I come out on the other side, I'm pointing my gun at you in a bladed position, threatening you theoretically. I do not need to turn to you and square up in order to threaten you with my gun. All right, well, there will now be a full investigation with the Citizens Complaint Authority and the Hamilton County Prosecutor, which...
Okay, you hear that shit, right? Okay, now look, check this out.
Front for a minute.
Told you I'm one of the best.
Avenue is down here.
Watch me catch this bitch in one of the biggest lies ever.
This is the long driveway. It goes up a hill where the incident occurred.
Right.
The dead end of the parking.
You see this, right? I wonder what images they pulling up. What Google images are they pulling up, y'all? Like I said, bro, they're manipulating these images and all that. Because when I go to Google Images, I can't pull an image up that looks exactly like this. All right? And I just show everybody the Google image. Okay? That I see. Check it out. See this, right? This is the Google images that we're getting. Okay, so let me guess. They're using a drone, right?
Here, you'll see vehicles there now.
You see vehicles there now? You hear that bullshit, right? But it wasn't no vehicles back there when this alleged tenant that lives at the complex pulled back there that said that they was in the car sleeping. But watch this shit, y'all.
See a photo of the stolen car that we're going to talk about was backed into a parking spot back there.
See this, right? Now, let me explain something to y'all. We see all four doors shut, right? Like I said, Cincinnati, Ohio has state-of-the-art, all right, camera systems. All right, state-of-the-art camera systems. They have them on their body and in their car. All right, so we see how close these cruisers are up on this car, right?
This is a stolen.
Right? So why we don't see no footage from these police cruisers? Like I said, when the camera footage starts, it just starts off with a cop running. They said all 4 individuals already jumped out the car. Do it look like 4 individuals jumped out this car, y'all? Hit the like button. Shout out everybody up in here. Do it look like 4 individuals already jumped out of this vehicle? No, it do not. What teenagers you know that's armed in a stolen car with priors that's going to be running for their life and close all 4 of the fucking doors? Make it make sense. And like I said, they said all 4 individuals ran in separate directions, right? Right? What directions they ran in? Because it looked like they got their ass from all angles. It looked like they got their ass from all angles, y'all. All right, and it wouldn't be hard to grab these guys, because if you look at the Google images and the Google Maps as I strategically break this shit down, man, you will see that if they set up a perimeter, they'll grab these guys in no time. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. One of the best to do this shit, bro. All right. They would have already set a perimeter up. Remember, they said, okay, a vehicle pulled back there. All right. Went back and got the cops. So that means the police had time to set up, right? Exactly my point. Before they engage or initiate contact, they're going to set up a perimeter. A perimeter all around this shit. Before they even go back here, y'all. Before they even pull up in this bitch, they're going to set a major perimeter, bro. Making sure this shit goes smoothly and they apprehend these individuals. Like I said, man, they could have came through this block and came right through these woods. You see this, right? So I don't see what they're talking about, how all these suspects ran in all different directions. We ain't got no camera footage. And why in the world y'all are trained professionals that just was alerted about individuals sleeping in a car that was stolen? Y'all really handled this unprofessionally. Is this the way that y'all was moving? Because never in a million years, like I said, man, it would have been police all on this street right here, blocked off all this in the back and everything. It would have been police all on this road here. All this is surrounded. They have nowhere to go, y'all. They have nowhere to go. They have nowhere to go, y'all. Shout out the whole nation. You can't do anything in 6 seconds, half sleep. Absolutely not. Shout out to Renee. What's good with you? You see how we make real life matters and some sense of all this? Now, we know if the police get a call about some suspicious activity, stolen car, bro, they're going to set up a whole perimeter out here. But there's no perimeter was set at all, right? You let them tell it. They all jumped out at the same goddamn time.
Stolen out of northern.
See this, right? But let's continue. Watch this. We ain't finished yet. Shout out everybody up in here. North, south, east, and west. Absolutely, bro. They had that perimeter crossed like every T and dotted like every I. Absolutely. But check this out.
Kentucky yesterday. You can see we have 2 uniformed cars there. Prior to those uniformed cars arriving, we had 2 undercover cars that pulled into that dead end.
They had 2 undercover cars. I thought they said it was somebody who lived at the goddamn complex. Hit the like button. Strategic drop. Lying bitch. What she just say? Hit the like button. She said it was 2 undercover cops that pulled back there. Right? But they told us it was somebody who lived at the complex. Right. I was showing that earlier. And I'm about to bring that in right now, Renee. All right? It's a wire fence. The direction that Ryan was running, and his cameras on the building. I seen a video of someone with boots on the ground. That's what I told them, Renee. I told them. I just was explaining that because I was showing the Google Maps. I was showing the Google Maps, and I was showing everybody how Google Maps also has been altered, as they have an updated version of the condominiums 2025. But as you continue to go through the complex, it switches from 2018 to 2019, but it's already been it's already been upgraded to Google Maps 2025. But I said that it was altered for a reason, because there's cameras on that building. It's cameras on that building. Yes, it is. Shout out Kyra Knows. What's up with you? Shout out everybody up in here. I appreciate y'all. Why would they watch them sleep for 2 hours and call for backup? Right. And then don't set a perimeter. All right. So we hear her lying about the undercover cops when they already said that we just got this footage. We heard the news say we got this footage from a tenant who lives at the condominium when they pulled back there and seen these boys sleep. Crazy work. Now they're saying it's 2 undercovers. But let's continue to call out her falsification.
Saw the vehicle. They backed out. They saw that there were individuals inside the vehicle, so they backed out and let the uniform cars make the approach, which is the tactically sound decision to do. The cars are positioned the way the officers are trained. We are trained to use our vehicles as cover from any threat. That's what those officers did with the cars at that time.
Crazy, right? Crazy. So, like I said, it never made sense. And now that we got let me see. I believe this one is it. I believe this is it right here. Okay.
He's got a gun. He's got a gun on your right. On your right. He's got a gun.
Look how they blocked this. Look at this shit. Look at this shit, yo. Look at this. Look at this garbage. Okay? You see the gate, right, y'all? You see where allegedly Ryan Hiton got knocked down at, right? All right. He's still on the other side of this fence. You see this, right? But we're going to hear the police chief say that Ryan body was on the other side of this fence, y'all. All right, where this black tarp is at. The police chief said that's where Ryan was getting medical attention at, as we see Ryan's body clearly inside of the gate. It's not on the other side of the gate. See this, right? Look at this. Right in our face, y'all. Shout out everybody up in here, right in our face. Strategic information. Look at this. It's everywhere. Everybody coming up in here, please hit that like button. They said, look at that. Can you even identify that kid? That's supposed to be Ryan Hinton putting down the gun. Get the fuck out of here, man. All right, and like I said, who is this black truck? It's a black pickup truck right there. Who black pickup truck is that? Because the police chief said it was just 2 police cruisers that came back there that initiated the engagement and the contact. So who the hell is this black pickup truck?
And there they see drawing the narrative.
See this, right? Who is that? What is that? And what the fuck is actually going on here? Right at the time of impact, right in the red zone, right in the impact zone, everything gets blurry. Right? You see this, right? The officer body cam is blurry, but the beige firearm recovered appears to be in Hinton's hands there. Where? What firearm? Ain't no firearm there, and to tell you the truth, ain't no Hinton there either. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of research on this Ryan Hinton thing, man. All right, and there's a lot of things that I haven't revealed yet. All right, but I brought a lot of things to your attention the other night, and I explained to y'all that I never seen a kid that supposed to be active in the streets. He was athletically active in sports in school. All right, and he don't have a social media. Ryan Hinton has no Facebook, no Instagram, no Snapchat, no social media pages at all. All right, not to mention Ryan Hinton's family, y'all. It's something weird going on with them as well. Like I said, we haven't seen no photos of Ryan Hinton with his family at all. Not one photo with his father, his mama, any of them. Have y'all? They said it was an undercover. See how they keep changing the stories? But the police chief said it was 2 police cruisers. I'm hearing that it was an undercover KKK cop or some shit like that. What they call them out there? No pictures of Ryan Hinton on the football field with his family. No pictures of Ryan Hinton when he's a kid. Nothing. We don't see no pictures of this kid that's supposed to be a part of the Hinton family. We don't see no pictures with him and the Hintons at all. Not one. Not one. But let's continue. See how they try to make us see something that's not there? This is what you call deception. This is what you call deception. All right? Just because I'm white and I'm right, respectfully. All right? I don't mean this in a negative way, but I mean it in a very serious way, because we know who be playing them type cards. Now, I'm not saying everybody is with the racial card thing. All right? But this is what you call I'm white and I'm right. And I said what I said, and that's what it is. They're trying to make us see something that's not there. They're trying to make us identify something that's not there. Shout out Mimi. What's good with you? I thought the undercover got out of the black SUV. Possibly. Possibly. Shout out Faith. What's good with you? I said the same thing. Where is the video of them pulling up in the complex and all that? We don't see any of that, right? But look, y'all, I want y'all to pay attention. This is what they have been doing, all right, over the past 5 years. Basically, ever since the pandemic, with these surveillance footages and these altered goddamn motion picture films that we have been seeing. They're trying to convince us that we see a beige gun in his hand with an extended clip pointing at us. So if it's pointing at the cop right now, respectfully, it's pointing at us right now too, through the screen, right? Do you see a gun pointing at you? Do you see a gun with an extended clip pointing at you? They're trying to convince us that this kid has a gun in his fucking hand. Who do they think we are?
They're telling you what is happening. You see that young man all the way by the wood.
The individual is running with a fire.
Peep the game. Now, this is what she's going to talk about, the medical situation. Now, if you notice when they started showing this live on the news, y'all, when they put it on the camera and they showed us the footage, you can see the contrast get darker. You can see they turned the brightness down right in our face. Look, y'all, you see this, right? Right in our face. This is how it looked when they first show us. And as we continue to look at it, they darken it up. Watch, pay attention. Same thing like they did with the Google images in the Google Maps with the apartment complex. See that, right? You see this, right? Right in our face. You see this, right? Why are they darkening the screen? You see this, right? Right in our face. Why are they darkening the screen? We already got it. We already got it. But let's explain why she's blocking it. Let's explain why they're darkening the screen.
Running with a fire. This is the scene afterwards. I want to point out this incident, from the time they bailed from the vehicle and police were chasing them to the time the individual was shot, 6 seconds. 6 quick seconds. But the officer's responsibility didn't end there. They did very admirably trying to save this gentleman's life by administering different variations of medical aid until the fire department responded. And this is the, you can see the medical
You hear that, right? You can see the medical debris.
and then this is where the fire, you can see the medical debris, and then this is where the firearm was.
Okay? So, how many lies have she told within 6 seconds? How many? Like I said, y'all, she said that they were administering medical aid. Right? But we see where this kid body falls at, man. We see where his body takes the fall. So how did all the medical shit get on the other side of the fence? Make it make sense. And like I said, we never seen no camera footage of these individuals ever getting out of these cars. Let me see something here. Shout out the whole Fire Flame Nation. I appreciate y'all, man. What y'all got to say so far, man, as I dismantle this whole situation, man? Because, like I said, from the very jump, I seen a whole lot of fuckery. What about this part right here, Renee?
Happened May 1st.
What about this guy? What about this kid? What about this kid that never was in custody? They're telling everybody that this kid was in custody. This kid was never in custody at all. As we see him come in the courtroom with regular street clothes on. I believe it too. I'm glad you caught it too. Faith. Renee said, look at the trees, the position when Ryan ran by, then the tree and the gate altered.
Afterwards, I want to point out
Here, And then this one here. Oh, it is altered too, bro. Yeah, yo, that tree. It sure is. Because if you look at this image here, it look like the tree is inside the gate where his body is. But if you look at this picture, now the tree is on the other side of the fucking gate. Look at this shit, y'all. This is crazy work. If you look at the tree from this picture, it's on the same side of the gate that Ryan body is on. But when you look at the other still image that they claim when the medical personnel was trying to revive him, that tree is on the other side of the fucking gate. That's crazy, yo. Yes, it is. Everything about these still images, everything about this story, everything about this situation is cap. Cap. Everything. Like I said in my first live when I covered this, and I'm going to stand on it. All right. Allegedly, this was a racially profiled, motivated event. All right. That's exactly what this situation was. All right. To start some shit. To start laying foundation for what's yet to come. To instill hate. Like I said, in each and every one of us. To instill hate in the black man. To go out there and kill innocent white people and innocent white cops. And it's just, and it isn't, and it is also, all right, to instill hate in the white man to kill every black nigga that look like Ryan Hinton. That's exactly why Rodney, allegedly, how they had the story like the dad went and did what he did. You see what I'm saying? Which didn't make no sense at all. All right. And I was breaking that down, and we're going to get back to that as well. All right. But we got to dismantle everything. Because, like I said, bro, this shit is crazy. For them to try to instill hate in each and every one of us by putting this in our face. Shock value. Trying to get the martial law activated. Exactly. Check this out. I said this on my live. I said, black man, stand down. Didn't I say, black man, stand down. I said, you carry your ass out there in the street, protest and act like a fool if you want, and see if the revolution won't be televised, motherfucker. All right? All right? Like I said, bro, they trying to line us up. Me, you, and the rest of us. They're trying to line us up with this bullshit. They want each and every black man to go out here and react like Rodney Hinton. You know that, right? They want each and every black man to go out here and react like Rodney fucking Hinton. That's exactly what they want people to do. All right? And we ain't beat. We ain't stupid. Like I said, bro, You let these people gas y'all up if you want. You let these people gas you up and you think you stronger and more powerful than these people. All right, they gonna knock your ass down in a heartbeat. All right, like I said, protect you and your family when necessary. All that other shit, nah, uh-uh. I ain't gonna sit here and let my peoples go out like that, bro. All right. Y'all being gassed up. Shout out everybody up in here. They're gassing everybody up. They're gassing everybody up. They're gassing everybody up. I can't believe this shit.
Watch the body camera video of the 18-year-old being shot and killed by Cincinnati police as officers confronted him and 3 others about a stolen car. Today, the 3rd teenager arrested was in court. And WLWT News 5's Giacomo Luca was there, joins us live. Giacomo.
You see that, right? Today, the 3rd teenager was in court. I told you, and this was yesterday. Did they say that he was in custody? Hit the like button. Strategic drop. I told you he wasn't locked up. They say he was in court. Did they say he was in custody? Huh? You can look at that white man's face. Look at his face, y'all. All right. He got a family to feed, so he ain't got no choice but to be the fucking puppet, right? Look at his face like, man, I can't believe I'm doing this bullshit. I can't believe I'm even this the fucking shit I signed up for. This the shit I signed up for. Like I said, why did it take so long for these suspects to be apprehended? From a spiritual standpoint, absolutely. It's been 6 pounds in 9 weeks on black men in Cincinnati. We're born with an X on our backs. We need another president, independent. Hope you get better. Faith, take it easy. Why not showing the cops? I was saying the same thing. All right. Let me tell you something. It don't matter if you black, white, or candy stripe, man. If you take that oath under law enforcement, man, all right, these people allow you to do what the fuck they want to do. I mean, these people allow you to do what the fuck you want to do. You see what happened with Tyree Nichols, right? All them black cops, and we watched that in 4K with our own eyes. Wasn't nothing blurry about that, and those was black cops. You see what happened, right? So, but let's continue. Check it out. They were in court. This was yesterday. Why were they in court yesterday for? It took them this goddamn long.
Yeah, Kelly, 18-year-old Sincere Grisby appeared in Hamilton County Court earlier this morning. This is the first time he appeared in this case before a judge.
See?
He's being charged.
The first time. You see this, right?
With receiving stolen property and also faces a charge of obstructing official business. While the defense argued against a high bond and a testy exchange with Judge Tyrone Yates, the Hamilton County Prosecutor's Office said given the gravity of the circumstances, a high bond was warranted.
Just can I get a basis for that? I mean, that bond is 25,000 straight for an 18-year-old for a non-violent offence of receiving stolen property is an egregious bond, Judge.
Look, he like, yo, where I'm going? Where I'm going? You ain't taking me to jail. He was scared. He was scared. It sounds like, hell no, bro. This is a script. Remember?
I'd ask for
May 12th.
some semblance of reasoning.
This is a case where the defendant, with his other two co-defendants, participated in an incident May 1st that created a substantial and a grave risk to public safety and the safety of police officers, as well as the community.
Now, meanwhile, Jarrell Austin
See
and
that?
19-year-old D'Anthony Bullocks appeared in court on
Hey, go to the other two suspects, right?
Friday on the same charges. Investigators say
they appeared in court Friday, they said, on the same charges. All right. But as we see, if this is Friday, why his shirt's still bloody and all this shit? What's going on here, y'all? Hit the like button. Why is his shirt and everything still bloody? Like I said, he even took the mug shot with this same shit on. So he was in court Friday. How do he still have this bloody shirt on this shit, yo? In court. That obviously look like blood on his shirt, right? The fuck going on here? It looked like he turned himself in with a lawyer in street clothes. But they said that was his first time appearing in court. So he had to been turn himself in before the court appearance. They never mentioned that, though. Ain't no way he turned himself in on the same day and then he get arraigned on the same day, and you know, like, yo, none of this shit is making sense. Just like that. Let me be quiet. Sometimes I gotta put my hand over my mouth, man. I'm telling you, yo. No funny man shit. All right. So Sincere was just arraigned yesterday. Jarrell and D'Anthony, as we see D'Anthony with the bloody shirt on, they were arraigned Friday. Yo, who they think they talking to, y'all? Looks like they all have on street clothes. Exactly, right? Where did the blood come from on his shirt? Let me see something here. Let me see something here. Oh. See something here, y'all. Yeah. Hold on a second. Yeah, he took that mug shot with that goddamn blood on his shirt, y'all. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for evidence of that. And let me show y'all. Yes, 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 I got it. Sorry for the wait. There you go. All right, and don't let this jail uniform fool you and say, oh, he was in jail. No. He has priors. All right, they all have priors. All right, they all have priors. But this right here, the same clothes that they appeared in court, Jarrell Austin and DeAnthony, it's the same clothes they got in a mugshot, yo. The same exact goddamn clothes. If they got caught, when this situation happened, May 6th, right? It happened on numerology date 69, right? 5th month, 1st day, 2025. Comes up to 9, right? It happened on numerology date 69. Correct. So if this situation happened on May 1st and they just went to court on Friday, all right? They just went to court on Friday, which was May 10th. They had this shit on for 10 days and they let them wear their regular clothes to court because we see everybody else coming in with the jail uniform on. Ask Rodney. Where were they booked at? Right. They all got street clothes on. Where were they booked at? I got you. Just like I promised y'all. Like I said, y'all, they still got on the same goddamn clothes. Jarrell Austin and DeAnthony Bullocks. They were apprehended on the 1st of May. They say they went to court Friday, which was the 10th, right? So why the fuck they still got these clothes on? Where was the jail clothes? Or the But Jarrell Austin and DeAnthony Bullocks are wearing the same exact clothes they got apprehended in. And went to court with the same clothes on 9 days later. And it has blood all over it. It's blood all over.
Along with Ryan Hinton.
It's blood all over the shirt, y'all. Look. Where did all the blood come from? Because it ain't come from him. Hit the like button. Uh-oh. It looks like splatter too. Shout out Rooster Fish. What's good with you, man? Shout out everybody up in here. So we're seeing so many vital mistakes about something that's supposed to be so high profile. Like I said, man, even to the officer who Rodney went and knocked down. We don't know a goddamn thing about him or his family. The damn cop ain't got no social media page or nothing, bro. You don't see no pictures with the cop and his family or nothing. Pay attention. Strategic drop. See no pictures at all. No pictures of the cop and his family. None of these individuals have social media pages. We can't connect them to actual real life people like we normally would do with anybody else. It's like these people never existed. They just came out of nowhere. None of them have social media pages. You haven't heard any of their families but one, and that's Ryan Hinton. And we haven't seen no pictures with Ryan Hinton and his family. None of them. The father, the mother, the grandfather, none of them. This kid is 18 years old. They can't show us one damn fucking picture of this kid. And nobody from the Grisby family, nobody from the Austin family or the Bullocks family have spoken on this, and we haven't seen no damn body cam footage from these suspects getting apprehended and no dash cam footage from the police cruisers, and we haven't seen no footage from the West something condominiums, whatever the name of them bitches is. All right, Westview condominiums. So yeah, man. All right, we covered a lot tonight. We covered a lot tonight, man. You know what I mean? And like I said, man, y'all go ahead and bear with me, man. I got some a new machine on the way because I'm very dissatisfied with what's going on with my equipment right now. You know what I mean? And you pay top dollar, you should be getting top notch quality. You know what I mean? And I'm very dissatisfied with what's been going on with my equipment. And it seems like ever since I moved my studio location from one part of the house to the other, You know what I mean? If y'all notice that, you know what I mean, that's when it seems like a lot of my audio problems really started acting up. It's like I don't know what the fuck it is. I'm gonna have to go back through each and every wire and run the trace back, but I done did it so many times. But it seems like ever since I relocated my studio into another area of the house, this is when I've been having the most problems, man. You know, ever since I relocated. Austin and Bullets were admitted on 5-1. Grizzly was admitted on 5-3. That's crazy. When you say admitted, you mean arrested? Shit, man, that George Floyd shit paving the way for all the shit that's going down. Look at that man, Rodney. Look at the name they use. Like Rodney King. You see what I'm saying? Rodney King finally got his get back. A man named Rodney. You see what I'm saying, man? This shit is a psyop. I believe that too. I believe that wholeheartedly, Riddler. Those are spirits interrupting your streaming. They don't want you exposing them. Renee said that's how they have it on Cincinnati inmate search. Admitted it. You're about to be blessed in God the next 7 days. Okay, amen. God, thank you for this gift. I don't charge God word free. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right, so we see so many still images.
Seen afterwards, I want to point out.
Altered. We got a tree that's not even there, bro. We got a tree that's not even there. When we look, this is crazy work, yo. This tree is on the inside of this gate. And you clearly see it on the other side of this gate now. So yeah, man. It's a lot. It's a lot that need to be answered. It's a lot of questions that need to be answered. And like I said, man, this is the top notch, you know what I mean? Top notch, upscale condominiums, man. State of the art, hefty price tag on these things. All right, cameras everywhere around here. And that's a fact. Not to mention, I showed y'all the perimeter. All right. We all know before they even initiate any contact, before the police initiate any type of contact, man, any type of contact, they're going to set up a perimeter. They're going to set up a perimeter. They're not just going to move in like how they moved in. As we know, the car was parked right here in this space. All right. And like I said, they wouldn't even have to do all this and all that if they already had to jump on these guys. You see what I'm saying? It could have been police could have came, set the perimeter up all through here, all through here. It's nowhere for these guys to go at all. They said that they were asleep in the car. They could have had the whole thing surrounded. Like I said, they said that they were sleeping in the car, man. They could have had all the dogs and everything already out and ready. Okay, they could have snuck up on them individuals. If they said that they were asleep, they didn't even have to come in there with their cruisers the way that they did. All right, like I said, man, this ain't nothing but a little wooded area here. They could have came right through here. It looked like it's already a trail that's leading back in that entrance anyway. All right, so they just said the boys were asleep in the car. All of a sudden, when the police get there, everybody wake up, right? Everybody woke now. Everybody woke. Everybody jumping out. Everybody running. Bullshit. Everybody ain't woke. Everybody ain't doing no goddamn running. Stop the goddamn shit, man. Ain't nobody doing no goddamn running. Ain't nobody doing no goddamn running. You see, what I'm trying to show y'all here, right? Hold on. Look at this. Look at this. Do it look like 4 individuals just jumped out this goddamn car? No, it do not. No, it do not. Ain't no 4 individuals just jump out this damn car. All right. And I just showed y'all the video when they talk about he was asleep. They was in the car asleep. Wasn't nobody in no goddamn car asleep. They lying. They lying. Was nobody in no car back there asleep. When they pull back there, we can't even see nobody in the fucking car. We can't even see nobody in the car. As soon as they start pulling back there, the videos start getting blurry and start going in and start going out and all kinds of shit too. Right from the jump. Right from the jump, it start getting all blurry and all that shit. So, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. And like I said, man, they try to say these kids had priors. These kids were professional car thieves. You see what I'm saying? That's the narrator. These kids are professional car thieves, right? They got a record. Beautiful dog, Renee. They just trying to set the narrative. And like I said, we already got it all. Look how close these cop cars are up on this car. They're up on the car very, very close, right? So where the damn dash cam at? Like I said, all right, Cincinnati has a major upgrade out there when it comes to these cameras, all right, on their vehicles. Not only that, All right. We also had the confirmation. As we see no body cam footage, no dash cam footage coming from these police vehicles, or no camera footage coming from these high-tech Canon cameras, man. Shout out everybody up in here, man. And it's just some very weird things that's going on Google Maps as well, man. And as I took y'all through that whole situation, as well as I let y'all know when we go up in the complex, look how it all gets dense and dark. All right, it's for a reason. If you actually go to Google Maps yourself, 2500 Walsall Avenue, Cincinnati, Ohio. All right, everything will be crystal clear until you go up into the property. Everything gets dark, dense. All right, and you start getting old still images from 2021, 2019 to 2018 when Google Maps and Images already upgraded the maps to 2025. All right, Google Images has altered this property on the maps to not show the buildings that had the cameras installed in them right now. It's cameras on them buildings. Look how dark it look. Look. I don't want to hear nothing about no rain, clouds. Nah, motherfucker, nah. Not when it comes to Google Images and Maps. Shit ain't gonna get dark like that. I don't give a fuck. It ain't got nothing to do with the sun or the lighting or nothing. All right, but this is how they try to play games with you. This is how they try to play games with you. All right, we know on all Google Maps, that shit is crystal clear. Don't give a fuck if it's snow on the ground. Give a fuck if it's a tornado. All right, you're gonna see everything crystal clear. As soon as we go up in 2500, everything gets dark. But shout out everybody up in here, man. Crazy work, man. Thank y'all for joining me tonight, man. I know it was late, you know what I mean? But I've been on the go, man. I've been real busy last couple days, man. Do a couple things up today. Try to warm my algorithm back up, and I already was in the office doing some things, man. So I just decided to come in. The cameras is supposed to be on tonight, man, but they've been fucking with me. I came in with the cameras on, but they've been fucking with me tonight. I think I don't know, man. It just seems like ever since I moved my equipment from one location, from one location of the house to another location, it's just been acting very weird. But spirits are definitely always lurking. Go by the small building. Looks like a clubhouse. It's a camera on top. Go by the small building. What small building? That was on the Google Maps. Thank you also, Mimi. Appreciate you. Shout out everybody, man. Now, I mean, if y'all hit me with a donation, man, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all, man. Y'all know what it is. They won't let me go up in there no more. What small buildings? Which ones? You talking about like inside the complex, right? Inside the condos, right? Stop ICC. Damn, you hit something. That's probably what's going on too. Y'all be up here on my desk. Y'all probably done push some shit. I bet you that's what it is. Cause now look what y'all did. The screen all wide. Oh boy. Yeah, gotta love these dogs. Yeah, they won't let me go inside the complex anymore. This is how far they let me go. Right here. And then when I turn around, that's it. I can't go up in there either. It just stopped right there. It stopped right there, Renee. I appreciate it. Usually when I drop the link, don't nobody be wanting to come up though. Know what I mean? I don't know if like I don't be trying to like intimidate nobody by the way I do my breakdowns and my dismantling and my narrations and things like that. You know what I mean? But it's been a lot of times that I mean, I had this shit up in here lit, 600-700 motherfuckers. And shit, man, I'll be dropping the link. Don't nobody want to come up. I'm like, I guess he's like, nah, he got it. You know what I mean? But I guess the energy is a lot different tonight. You know what I mean? So I can understand why maybe somebody would want to join because the energy. You know what I mean? I ain't on my fire and flame. You know what I mean? I'm just vibing tonight. But yeah, Renee, they would not let me go up in there anymore. That's it. And like I said, I believe it was done for a reason, on purpose. That's how far it let me up in here. Once I go up in there, it don't let me nowhere near in the back where them dumpsters and shit at. Or around the other side of the apartments. I came later on. I broke that Kanika down too, man. I got a few people that follow me on that too, man. I try to tell everybody what was going on underneath of that hotel. All right. I try to tell everybody where Kanika really got taken at. All right. On that underground elevator in that hotel that go underground, yo, where they do all that trafficking at. I try to tell everybody they showed the whole path that the killer took Kanika, snatched her up, took her down that elevator. That elevator go down underground. It's an elevator that's in the back of that hotel. And I was showing everybody. I show everybody that elevator shaft, right? That elevator shaft go underground, yo. It go underground. Word is born. It go underground. Don't you know they got like a whole hospital set up and setting in that joint? You can't tell how clean that kitchen and shit was. And yo, I had the footage, right, of this cop, he was taking the exact path of that whole situation with Kanika Jenkins. And it was a room that she had went into that leads to the back where the low-end docks and shit at. And it's an elevator shaft back there. We know that Chicago has a lot of organ harvesting and shit going on. Look up underground tunnels in Chicago, bro. This shit been going on forever, man. So much shit that go on underground in Chicago. All right? It's so much that go on underground in Chicago. I try to tell everybody everything about that footage about Kanika Jenkins is altered as well. So much that they showing her walking down the hallway. Know what I mean? That wasn't even the actual Kanika. That's like an impersonator. You know what I'm saying? But she went up in that elevator. There's so much I exposed about that. I show everyone also that the actual elevators at the hotel, bro. The actual elevators at the hotel. Check this out. On the second floor, is where the transmission room or something at, wherever they gotta go at and work on the elevators and the shaft and shit. Check it out. I got the footage of it's some cable wires that's coming out of the elevator going into this transmission room. All right. And what they could do in that transmission room, all right, they could alter the actual hotel elevators, bro, from this room. No matter what floor you push or any of that, all right, it could override the system, take you to a whole nother floor, all right, and everything. And this what's actually been going down in a lot of places. In a lot of places. Now, I mean, it was one particular case with that girl in that hotel out there in California, and she was on that elevator and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. A lot of wild shit. Shout out everybody up in here. So it's been a lot. It's been a lot going on. Key Lee, what's good with you? A little late, about to close out now. Nah, man. I seen the video on the back end where a person was on the grounds and you can see the cameras. It's one facing the dumpsters. What? Send me that. Because I got some footage on the ground too, but I ain't got that. I appreciate it. Y'all like, share, subscribe, man. I appreciate y'all for joining me on this late night live. I appreciate it. I do. Yeah. Shout out everybody up in here, man. I love the chat, man. Chat always lit, man. You know what I mean? There's always some interesting things going on in the chats. Y'all a trip. Know what I mean? I wish everybody well though, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, um, this whole situation with the Hinton and the Hendersons don't make no goddamn sense. All right, even down to the Samuel L. Jackson lookalike goddamn lawyer Rodney Hinton guy. It's all look like a goddamn whole damn movie. And like I said, it almost remind you of the A Time to Kill with Samuel L. Jackson, like the narrative that they're trying to paint. Remember that situation happened in that movie? And he went back and what? Snapped and got his revenge and all that. You see what I'm saying? All right, so it's like they're basically paving the way. They're conditioning the people for what's yet to come. Now, let me tell y'all, when this trial pop off, that's when shit gonna get crazy as things continue to move along. You can best believe every time they show up in court, something wild gonna happen. This is what's going on now. Strategic drop. Pay attention. This is the new news. This is the new way of the world. Every time they come to court, something dramatic is going to happen. Remember when they went to court and what happened? I want to see my brother. I want to see my brother. It was a big ass scene, right? Right? Now we got what? P. Diddy. He go to court. He pass out, right? Cassie take the stand. He pass out, right? Bullshit. You see, it's just something to keep shit going. That's it, and that's all. Ain't see no P. Diddy in that goddamn place. All right. And I know this for a fact. P. Diddy is not inside that goddamn courtroom. We ain't seen not one glimpse of this dude. Not one glimpse. Not one glimpse of Diddy. Now he falls out in court. Rodney Hinton, I want my brother to see me. I want my brother to see me, bitch. You can't bail him out. You sitting here looking like a fool. You can't bail him out, right? So you best believe every time Rodney come to court, while Rodney's in jail, shit gonna be popping off. It's gonna be all kinds of breaking news. It's gonna be all kinds of breaking news about what allegedly happened inside the courtroom. You know how many people talking about they going live? How many lying ass content creators on YouTube, okay, talking about live at the Diddy trial? They a motherfucking lie. They are lying. You might be live outside that motherfucker, but you ain't going in. All right, and I could put some of the top content creator names on the spot because I seen them out there and they're lying to their people talking about they live inside the trial. No, they not. No, they not. No, they're not. They're not even letting y'all motherfuckers in. Stop lying. And it makes me so upset because these people sit there and lie to their people, and then they'd be right outside the courthouse. They won't even bring y'all no content with the cameras, with their phone or nothing, though. All they'd do is get on YouTube and say, yo, I was at the Diddy trial. Check this out. Da, 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 da. But don't show not one receipt of them actually there, like doing nothing. Crazy work, man. Know what I mean? I appreciate you. Shout out everybody up in here. Nobody has seen Diddy. Nope. So you best believe it's going to be a big goddamn movie and a big drama show through this whole trial. All right. And they're actually trying to get a whole bunch of black people at that courthouse, right? Right? Y'all care y'all last day if y'all want. They're conditioning black people from all around America to start gearing up going to Cincinnati. You know that, right? For this trial. They're conditioning all black people. They're conditioning all black people to go to Cincinnati doing this trial. Watch what I tell you. This is gonna be one of the biggest money-making trials. All about manipulation. And like I said, they're gonna get people to try to protest. It's gonna be all kinds of crazy shit going on out there. And like I said, the revolution will be televised. You see, they televising it, right? And like I said, they're trying to get all the people to come out there to that courthouse and defend Rodney. Y'all will be a damn fool, bro. That's all I gotta say. I don't care who don't like it. Y'all be a damn fool to go out there and try to act like y'all defended Rodney, like Rodney did something right. Rodney ain't do nothing right. The fuck wrong with y'all? Rodney ain't do a goddamn thing right. He did something ignorant and dumb, like every other black man that done did some dumb shit that's in prison or fucking dead, making dumb decisions. You ain't about to gas me up, Rodney. Fuck, I look like, nigga. Man, come on, bro. These niggas bugging, bro. Shout out everybody up in here, man. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. For real. All right? Ask Eddie Murphy. He got Tiger and Rosewood with it. Beverly Hill Cops. All right? Caught Tiger and Rosewood. Would he order what was it? A chicken tuna salad sandwich? When he ordered those motherfuckers a chicken tuna salad sandwich. That's one of my favorite movies, man. I fuck with that shit for real. Word. That shit funny as fuck, man. Absolutely. I agree, Riddler. I don't think that's P. Diddy that's been in jail. Shout out to you, Faith. RIP to your nephew, sorry for your loss. Sorry for the loss. Man, appreciate y'all for joining me tonight, man. Like, share, subscribe. It's good to go out with a little laugh, man. Know what I mean? You see what they doing with Tory Lane? That's cat. He ain't get stabbed. That's a lie, Renee. Strategic drop. Like I said, this is the new narration. Know what I mean? Fake narrators and shit from jail. Fake narrators and shit from courthouses and shit. Tory Lanez ain't get stabbed. That's a lie. Keep his name trending. They can't make music. All right, music is dead. So the way rappers and they get their fucking team and they PR people, everybody to do publicity stunts. So what he gonna do now? He about to drop a little album. You see what I'm saying? About to drop a little LP or EP with 4-5 songs on it, a little visual. You know what I mean? He survived the stab wound. It's all a goddamn marketing play. It's all a marketing play. You see, they put it up there. Now, I mean, I'm telling you, yo, I'm about to start covering everything, yo, and yo, y'all gonna love me. I'm telling you, I'm about to be on everything. I'm about to be all over everything, bro. All right, I'm gonna be pushing so much shit out at a rapid rate. Wait till this new machine get here. You know what I mean? But word is born. That shit with Tory Lanez is cap, Renee. That man ain't get stabbed no 14 times, 2 in the back. Nigga get stabbed 14 times, nigga, you're dying. You're fucking with monsters in there, bro. Tory Lanez, they trying to act like he's some type of fucking Conan the Barbarian or something, bro. Them jail niggas, but you get stabbed 14 times, boy, they going for the death. They going for the death. You ain't coming up out of there, Tory. So I feel as though it's a play. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. I think it's a play, yo. Word is born. We all been bamboozled. Word is born. I'm telling you, but some people like controversy, some people like lies, some people like entertainment, some people like story. Know what I mean? Story and staged events. Some people like entertainment. Some people love movies. Some people love soap operas and sitcoms and shit in every shape, form, and fashion, whether it's on TV or in real life or whatever. They just love that type of energy. You know what I mean? So yeah, yo, I'm gonna prove to everybody too that shit ain't happen. That shit did not happen. All right, he in the same prison that look, I'm just gonna say this. Tory Lanez is in the same prison that a few of my comrades are in out there in Cali. All right. And I'm telling y'all this for a fact. It never happened. It never happened. Nope. They got swords in prison. Exactly. Do you want me to show y'all how big? Oh man. Do y'all want me to show you how big one of them fucking swords is in this prison that they be confiscating from these prisoners? I ain't even got to show y'all. Y'all can do your own research. Look up the prison that Tory Lanez is in California. Then look at the goddamn weapons that they confiscate. All right? And they tell you, if this motherfucker got stabbed 14 times with one of these motherfuckers, he ain't coming back here. It ain't like you got a whole lot of people that's gonna stop it. You in prison. They gonna let you bleed out. But man, come on, bro. Stop, man. Stop. This joint is crazy, y'all. For real. You see how big? It's crazy, man. They jabbing the people with all kinds of bullshit. All right? I'm telling you, they use one of them things that's on the type of shanks that they use. It come off the side of the goddamn bunk bed. All right? It come off the side of the bunk beds, bro. These ain't no regular fucking shanks that come out of a fucking drawer in your fucking house. All right? These bitches coming off the side of bunk beds and shit, off of baller rooms and shit like that. This ain't no goddamn game. I'm just telling y'all, real shit. You get hit 14 times with one of them. We're talking about in California where the Mexicans are at. Okay. All right. Okay. Like I said, we have to make real life matters make real life sense, ladies and gentlemen. He is in one of the most deadliest prisons in California. With some of the ruthless people on this earth from that culture out there. Man, please, bro. Yeah, crazy, right? Well, I do Agent Whack 100 knows everybody business so fast because it's played. It's all a play. Niggas will expose they damn self just to get trending and name in the algorithm. They don't even get no fuck. It's crazy these days, bro. A motherfucker will literally give somebody some information to expose about them just to get shit going. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody up in here, man. We about to close out. Crazy work going on with these videos, body cam footages, crazy work going on in and around with a whole lot of these situations, man. But GFTV will be back with the regular Fire Flame meltdowns, man. I appreciate y'all for supporting me and everything that's been going on over here, man. If y'all ain't hit the like button, what y'all waiting on, man, hit it on the way out. Always remember, fear the fire, fear the flames, man. Stop worried about the materialistic shit, man. All right? Keep your prayers up. The Most High see you through. Feel the fire.